Staying focused in this era of personal media is a new skill set for all of us to learn. Today's minisode shares simple and fun ways of creating more focus that also reconnects you to your unique purpose. May it be an invitation for you to slow down and tune in for your next moves. Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast. This show is all about helping you connect to your soul's calling so you can take action on it. Because the sweetest success is a blend of discovering your purpose with the inner drive to bring it to life. I'm Sheila, health coach, lifestyle entrepreneur, and mom of two, best known for my online wellness programs, mentoring, and self-love passion. Listen in for inspiring interviews, solo chats, and Q&A sessions that will move you past overwhelm towards what lights you up. Stop accepting good enough and go for your version of great in your health, business, and relationships. Let's get started. Hi, welcome to this Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Right now, in the world of personal media, where everything is catered to what we want, we get to choose. There's no commercials if we don't want them. We get to stream things. We get to scroll to get exactly what we're looking for. Sometimes, yes, we need to scroll through a lot of different things, but we're able to mute. We're able to move things around and subscribe and follow and like those things that are enjoyable to us. And even as I'm explaining this, how are you feeling? What happens to your nervous system? It's a lot of information. So much is coming at us every single day. And that's why I love podcasting so much. You get to listen to long form audio or perhaps video, depending on the show. And you get to know who they are. You get to hear the stories. You get to tap in a little bit to the way that they're sharing about their life and learn from them. You can have a moment to digest. And of course, with a podcast, you can pause. You can come back to it later. Something about listening to podcasts has created something in me to serve on a deeper level and to dive deeper into topics that otherwise can be challenging to have enough time to share about. And so on these shows, I've shared stories, I've shared my stories, I've shared other people's stories. And these minisodes are wonderful because they're just a short snippet, but it's still enough time to be able to get some kind of a nugget of wisdom that you can take or leave. But if it's something that you feel applies for you, you can hit pause. You can turn off your device and just kind of let it resonate for you. And so today I wanted to share with all of the things that are swirling around in our world of media, vying for our attention. We get to stop and just take a breath. And actually, why don't you do that right now? Whatever you're doing, eyes open, eyes closed, whatever you're able to do, just stop and take a deep breath. And notice where you are, what year it is, what day it is, and realize you are a human being. You have your own unique purpose, and it is super valuable. That's why you're still here. Today's episode about fueling your focus with creativity was born out of something I've been doing the last few weeks. I have been talking a little bit about my musical journey and how over the years I loved to write, I loved to sing. And I put it on a shelf when I became a mom in terms of having a regular time set aside to write music and to play or to perform and any of that kind of stuff. And I realized when I stopped home educating my son in June of this year, there would be some time opened up for me to get creative again. And there's always been this temptation for me to wait to hit a milestone, to wait to have a certain project completed before I actually dove in to this creative time. Like it was a guilty pleasure in a sense, right? Which is funny. Those two words, guilty pleasure. Like pleasure should not be something we should feel guilty about, right? Just wanted to share that with you. And so I had a wonderful conversation with someone and they said to me, what if you used your creativity instead to fuel the stuff that you're doing? Like to use it as a launching pad for those projects, to give you the energy. Because isn't it interesting what happens, for instance, if you go away on a vacation or if you just take time off and you just spend time away unplugged from all your regular activities and your devices and say you go to the beach for the day, or you go trail walking for the day or on a long bike ride or just out of your regular routine and you reconnect to yourself or you reconnect to some relationships in your life, don't you come back recharged? Like you sleep better, you feel, of course, provided these are good connections you're making, right? Let's imagine they're positive experiences that you're having, okay? And then you come back and you're recharged. And even if you had a really full day, like let's say it was a super long bike ride or a super long hike, and you are physically exhausted and your head hits the pillow, but it's that feeling of, oh, I'm so tired, but it's a good tired, And you sleep amazing and then you wake up the next day and you feel alive in a different way, ready to move forward in a different way. And maybe it takes you a few days. Maybe one day is not enough. But whatever the case, you come back with a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of resolve to move ahead with something. And that is what has happened for me as I've spent time in my songwriting, in creating lyrics and music, and allowing my imagination to flow. When I come back into working on a project like this app that I'm getting ready to launch, I have a different perspective, a fresher perspective, and the belief of so much more that is possible. When I am working in the middle of a project, and perhaps you've experienced this too, you can start spinning your wheels. You can start, just as you're ready to launch something, be ready. You think, and then, oh, wait, no, I need to do this. I need to do that. And then you start comparing and then you look around at what other people are doing and, oh, I don't know if it's good enough. And it just sends us on a spiral. So I've found allowing myself to get fueled with creativity reconnects me to who I am and what I have to offer and the unique quality of that. So much of what we're sharing in the wellness space and as coaches and in various businesses online or offline, there's no new truth, but there is the way that you get to share it and the way that you tune into other people that is uniquely yours. And when you take space and when you get creative on your own, that is when those things rise within you. It's like an essence that starts to rise from within you. So as you go about your week, I encourage you to look at where can you tune into your own creativity? Is it art? Is it music? Is it writing poetry? Is it doing some kind of interior design? What is it for you? Is it knitting? Like I have friends who love to knit and they do these beautiful things, and tuning into that, crocheting, whatever it may be, they have that outlet as well. And I've noticed something shift in them as they've tuned back into it. So think about it for yourself and don't wait to get started on whatever that thing is that will help you reconnect with yourself so you can come out the other side far more powerful in what you're offering and in the work that you're doing and in the presence that you're giving to those around you. And also just lit up because you're doing something more than your work. Because you are more than you work. You are a human being with so many unique, beautiful qualities. Thanks for listening today, and stay tuned for the launch of my new app. You can subscribe to get updates for when it's launching, and I so look forward to revealing it to you. I'm so excited. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. Big blessings. Thank you so much for being here with me on the Connect podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Also, if you head over to iTunes to leave a review, I'd be so grateful. Let us know what your favorite parts were and what you'd like to hear more of. It will help us have a greater impact, elevating many more people to grow and succeed together. See you next time.